Familial bonds become barriers, bound by birthright, held back by heritage. Genetic trauma ensues. This is the life of Hakuri Sazanami. The Rakuzaichi arc introduced Chihiro to what a toxic family bond looks like. This family dynamic is foreign to Chihiro. He spent the first 15 years of his life every day with his father, someone who looked at him, someone who saw the greatness and decided to believe in his son. He was challenged with the equal but opposite in Tenri, someone who was fighting for his life, literally, just for his father to look at him and praise him, say he's proud of him, he's amazing. But there is none of that. There is not even grieving after his death. Chihiro questions him, "What kind of father are you?" Kyora responds saying, "You're wrong to measure me by the criteria you use for a father. I am the head of the Sazanami clan." The familial bond brainwashing has already set in on Kyora. It's disguised as responsibilities, duty to the clan. That very same dynamic is what caused the downfall of the entire clan. Kyora's duties as the clan head triumphed over being a father, looking away from his son trying to train and practice to just be seen by his father, not the clan head. It's too late for the Tao, his other 4 sons, to change their ways and look past what it means to be in the clan or be in a family. Well, maybe not too late. With Shiba intervening in the family matters, he's given the last 2 remaining brothers of the Tao a chance to go back and do some recourse for the younger generation, so they don't have to feel that very same toxic attachment. That chance was awarded to them by the one and only Hakuri Sazanami. He broke free of the clan and gained a sense of self by finding companions he can trust, someone he can have faith in, and they do the same for him. A mutual bond built off of being equal partners. You see, Hakuri was beaten down in a physical sense as well as emotional and mentally, which stripped him of his own self-confidence. He needed to feel like he was of value to someone, feel like he had purpose, and the only way that could come about was by way of Chihiro, who not only valued Hakuri as an equal partner, but respected him for his resolve in order to finish his brother off. Something that Chihiro hesitated to do. Sometimes we need the help of others in order to regain our own self-image. But let's go back and look at the Sazanami clan and see if they actually were toxic, if the family in general held toxic traits. Of course, I'm not a doctor or a medical professional, so I wanted to go and research a little bit about toxic families. Oh, wait a minute, just found it. Who knows more about toxic traits than Oprah, right? A reliable source on the subject matter. 6 signs of a toxic family. The first one, they play the blame game. I mean, I'm sure this is quite obvious, but we're looking at Soya on this one. Instead of looking at how his own treatment towards Hakuri and the family's view of him as being problematic why he doesn't want to be a part of the family anymore, he chooses to blame the woman that was being viewed as merchandise that Hakuri looked over and Hinao as being bad women that influenced him. They are masters of the passive aggressive. This can include guilt trips, backhanded compliments, or subtle jabs and digs that no one in the room actually calls out. It can even be non-verbal like rolled eyes or a disapproving sigh. I think the family as a whole fits this, but we can look at Kyora specifically just for how he refers to Hakuri, as well as that moment when he looks at Hakuri training and rolls his eyes in disappointment. Number 3, they use fear, obligation, or guilt. I mean, the obligation to the clan itself is bad enough. They ignore boundaries. Strong, healthy boundaries is crucial in healthy relationships. I mean, there's no real boundaries for Hakuri within the Sazanami clan. They override his personal space, they bully him, but also the fact that Kyora could just summon him against his will. Hakuri wouldn't even be able to have friends because of Soya's obsessive attachment to him. Anytime Hakuri fought back against the clan's wishes or just did something wrong, Soya might go try to kill that friend and blame it on them. Number 5, they gaslight you. The Tao in general, and I would say Tenri specifically, would make Hakuri's childhood out to be not as bad as he remembered. He would blame Hakuri, saying it's his fault for being treated that way instead of looking at the clan's problematic ways. The last one, they use threats, harsh language, or violence. I mean, this is just blatantly Hakuri's childhood. Dysfunctional family dynamics warp your whole sense of self-worth. If you grow up in dysfunction and continue to live in it, it can feed these beliefs that you aren't good enough or that people don't really love you or care for you and never will. That's the psychological impact of a toxic family attachment. Well, it looks like the Sazanami clan went 6 for 6. Toxic family for real, or they were, now that Hakuri with his new teammates brought down the Rakuzaichi, and also ending the life of several Sazanami clan members. At least at the end of it all, Kyora Sazanami came to realize the error of his ways, that he should have had faith in Hakuri. He failed, but not as a clan head. He recognizes that he failed as a father, albeit a little too late, and he also did fail as a clan head. All that aside though, Kyora was a fantastic villain, a fantastic written character. Hokuzono cooked. Chapters 35 through 38 were like peak, like masterclass in a vacuum storytelling. I love this panel of Shiba saying they're all crazy, mentioning their unbelievable persistence. Chihiro's persistence to save everyone, Kyora's persistence to keep the Rakuzaichi going, and Hakuri's persistence to prove the clan he calls a family wrong and put an end to their evil ways in the auction that they love so much. But the scar on Hakuri's heart that's shaped in the Sazanami clan logo still remains to a certain degree. Even now, he feels like he has to always put his life on the line to show his value. I hope and pray for the best for Hakuri because he is just a young guy that had a rough childhood and terrible expectations thrusted upon him with unimaginable weight on his shoulders for the first part of his young life. Now he is with Chihiro facing an unimaginable mountain of a mission. I look forward into seeing the type of sorcerer that Hakuri becomes as he gets more confidence and more training under his belt. And of course, as always, I trust Hokuzono to cook. Thanks for staying for the whole video, everybody. Hope you have a good holidays. Remember, stay normie, stay weeb, shit even in between is fine. Until next time, peace.